Welcome. Push record. I got the stream deck set up. All right, so you see me looking down here. I'm watching the Chiefs and Bills game. It is playoff weekend in the NFL, so I have that up. Hopefully you can't really hear it.
Hey.
Here we go. Let's talk to the man, the myth, the legend.
It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process.
I was mass directing the whole thing.
As you've probably guessed, not very well. Keeping Mast out of the loop regarding this particular mission has proven exceptionally difficult. But we've managed to keep your involvement in the dark. Sparing the lives of the soldiers on SY-920 has definitely made our position with the top brass much easier.
Okay. But given that it was a UC station, I thought it best not to hurt anyone. Well, infiltrating that station without getting caught was quite tricky.
But you did so with an abundance of stealth and restraint. That's exactly what we're looking for in a SysDef operative.
Starting a firefight on SY-920 would have been an inappropriate course of action.
But she's not wrong.
We favored the quiet approach.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the comm spike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report.
You mean time is short?
With the acquisition of the comm spike, the fleet is one step closer to Crix's legacy.
Okay.
And the more people we arrest, the greater the chance that your infiltration is discovered. We're working against the clock here, so let's start by discussing the status of the comm spike.
Okay. Cargo ship named Juan Dayu helped me get on the station. Will you be arresting her?
That all depends on what you brought back from your mission.
Okay.
Aside from your eyewitness testimony, I assume you have the usual evidence that could lead to her incarceration?
I can take it off your hands once we complete your debriefing, but at the moment, I'm far more concerned about the comm spike.
Okay. Delgado has Jasmine Duran working on the comm spike.
Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem?
He believes Chenduran's conduction grid in Neon is the key.
The conduction grid?
That's brilliant, but is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake.
Okay. Aren't you concerned that the fleet is getting close to Crix's legacy?
Of course I am, but it's a calculated risk.
I'm pleased that they're finally taking you seriously.
It's long overdue. All right, I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
What can I do for you?
I have evidence for you, Julian.
Well done. Let's see what you found.
I have some information about the murder of Madeleine LaRue.
We were aware that Miss LaRue was involved with Fergus Wickham. When her body was recovered, SysDef assumed he was the culprit. Sounds like we had it wrong. Should have pinned the murder on this Clay Dietrich perp. Well, we'll have to clear that up. Nice find. Have any more?
Here's everything I have on Shinya Voss.
So Voss engineered a way to directly interface with the Key's mainframe? I knew he was a math genius, but didn't realize he was so tech savvy. Well, we'll share this information with Galbank. Hopefully it'll help them shore up the security on their cryptocurrency. Anything else?
This recording about the comp spike shows that the UC's got some internal issues going on.
Cost overruns, siphoning project funds? How deep does this well go? Our forensic accounting team is going to have their hands full. I'll send this to Mass right away. Let's just hope that a few rotten apples within the UC haven't spoiled the entire bunch. Any other fragments?
I will say,
Okay, fine.
I like this
I know
mission.
there's
People
more
said
out
I would
there,
love
so
this.
Keep on it.
I'm loving this. You really feel like telling how your time in the well relates to your past experiences with the Crimson Fleet?
Yeah. I figured it was only a matter of time before this came up. The reason I didn't bring up the Crimson Fleet is, well, I was one of them. It's something I'm not exactly proud of.
Does Commander Akande know about this?
He knows quite a bit about my journey. But I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this conversation to him.
So why are you so good at monitoring the Crimson Fleet?
I know a great deal about how they operate, what frequencies they use, their encryption techniques, their methods. So, in short, yes.
We share common ground.
Common ground, but not a common beginning. I was recruited out of New Atlantis by Neva Mora. She said I was making a name for myself, and it caught the fleet's attention. I was thrilled. It was a chance at bigger and better scores and gave me a ticket off-world. Why the heck would I say no?
Why didn't Neva choose you?
I raised hell on New Atlantis until someone stood up and took notice. And just like Adler Kemp stuck his neck out and vouched for you, someone else in the fleet did the same thing for me. In fact, it was my idea to send you to Sidonia for your first, well, I suppose you call it a mission.
Let me guess. Neva Dingo credits in your face.
Of course she did. How else would you get an aspiring criminal to blindly follow you into a life of interstellar crime? They took me in. Delgado ran me through the paces on Suvorov, and before I knew it, I was part of the team. Now I was making some serious money. That apartment I boasted about in New Atlantis became a joke. I even made enough to buy my own ship.
What happened to Delgado brought you down to...
What do you think? It's a
Turbot off.
giant ice ball. I froze my behind off. We spent a while exploring the surface near the lock, while Delgado laid out his spiel about honor among thieves and all that nonsense. Never got a look inside the facility like you did.
Sounds like you were living your best life.
I would have agreed with you back then, but when I think about it, I feel like I'm living my best life right now.
Okay.
Everything changed thanks to Commander Akande. The man basically saved my life. I owe him everything.
Hearing that makes me feel better about... He seems to have a knack for changing people's lives.
You don't even know the half of it. Look, I've already said too much. I promised Commander Akande I wouldn't talk to anyone about this. All you need to take away is that I've literally walked a mile in your shoes, and I appreciate the risks that you're taking. Carry through with this mission. I promise you I'll be there every step of the way.
Okay.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Do you have anything to report? You have your orders.
Word
Yes,
is you had to steal
that I do.
classified tech from the UC station. I hope the commander knows what he's doing. Early reports say your mission on the Siren was a success. I'm sure the commander...
Hello. Orders came down. Some new science division policy. Everyone on board's to look out for heat leeches. Consider yourself informed.
The classified Starstation you mentioned, was it SY-920?
Yeah, it was. And you can probably guess what project it was for.
Mind if I ask you questions about it?
Yeah, I thought you might. I heard the fleet sent you up there for some more pirate work. Even more impressive, you managed to do it without taking any lives. Maybe I misjudged you. That's more than I can say for myself, given the history of Project Archangel.
How did you get involved in the project?
I was one of 4 pilots recruited for the program. My codename was Azrael. At the time, I embraced the name. The Angel of Death hunting Crimson Fleet pirates in a prototype ship. But even for an angel, pride always comes before the fall.
What was Project Archangel about?
We were testing prototype fighter ships. Experimental engines, weaponry, the works. The 4 of us were the best of the best. Emphasis on the were.
There must have been a reason you were no longer on the project.
The official word is I was transferred back to SysDef because the need was great. The reality is I was kicked off the unit. I was so bored on that station, I spent all my time in the barracks drinking cases of smuggled booze. When the time came for my test flight, I was so wasted, one of the others had to cover for me. The engine caught fire right after takeoff. Pilot, crew, gone in a flash.
I found proof of fraud and systematic cuts to safety and security. It wasn't your fault.
Is that right? I guess that lets me off the hook with the jailers, but not with the judge upstairs. I appreciate what you're trying to do, though. Just give me some time to process it.
I got you, Alex. You're just looking for redemption, my guy. You'll get it. Dealing with the fleet. Alright, where's the brick? Any more people we locked up?
Reports say we let the fleet
There
take
you
the prototype usage.
I was wondering when you'd visit. Should give us a little time to catch up.
It'll be fine. You know how I know?
Can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
I read reports.
Oh, no sarcasm here. There's simply no reason to rant about what's happened.
Took everything and left me for dead.
Thanks to my own stupidity, my second chance to return to the Crimson Fleet is long gone.
No one in the right
And by the time I
mind
get out of prison,
about some
any
classified
hopes I had to
information.
return to that life will have fully disappeared.
Alright, hold on. We should be good now. I don't know what it is with this area, but OBS does not like it. You would have been better off remaining a Starliner captain.
Yes, well, apparently that's off the table as well. Trident tends to shy away from rehiring convicted felons. Well, anyway, glad you popped by to say hello. Now, if you wouldn't mind letting an old man get his rest, I'd appreciate it.
Mind if I ask about your arrest?
After getting set up on the key, I traveled to a few settlements to find a base of operations. I was looking for a place that would allow me to pick up information about juicy shipments for the fleet to jump on. When I stopped at Gagarin, SysDef was on the ground waiting for me instead of that contact I was expecting to meet. Your friend Toft really pulled the wool over my eyes.
Okay, hold on a second. OBS just does not like this lighting whatsoever. I don't know what it is. Assume Trident is pressing charges?
Oh yes, quite aggressive. The illegal team will very likely grind me into the dirt, and there isn't much I can do about it. The amusing thing is, I don't even think they care very much that the heist went down on their ship. That's a given risk for them. I think they're more embarrassed I was able to gain the position as captain of the Siren under false pretenses in the first place.
Did you favor putting you in here because Sistef's taking down the Crimson Fleet?
So you're saying I should be happy that you took me out of the line of fire? I have to confess, I never thought of it that way. Last thing I intended to do with my life was go out in a blaze of glory on Neva or Delgado's behalf. But at the same time, my freedom's gone, so I'm not exactly popping the cap off the vodka bottle and celebrating either.
This is also true.
That's the last time I trust anyone ever again.
Yeah, it's just that. Like that room. Just has weird lighting.
Salutations. I assume you're here to commemorate my terrible misfortune?
I assume to mean the fact that you incriminated yourself with the audio recording.
Ah, yes, the infamous evidence that you procured. Bravo, detective. Allow me to congratulate you on your sleuthing skills. That recording was quite a find. I must admit that I was short-sighted when it came to Ms. Swift's ingenuity. I shall not make that same mistake twice.
Glad you find this amusing.
Oh, amused isn't the verbiage I'd choose to describe my frame of mind, but I'll acknowledge the observation. Well, as much as I detest being the bearer of bad news, I have to disclose that you're wasting your time. You see, this imprisonment is merely an insignificant hindrance. I don't foresee being incarcerated in perpetuity. In fact, I would wager that my legal team will have my release expedited within the month.
Ruining your reputation was punishment. I doubt that very much.
Oh, I assure you, I'm speaking the truth. But there's no call for disappointment. Due to your actions, my tenure with Galbank has been terminated, and several million credits in fines are being levied against me. The day is yours, Agent. You should be proud.
I appreciate the compliment.
You're quite welcome. Well, enough idle banter. I've taken up more than my share of your valuable time. Honestly, this interaction has been quite pleasurable. Do feel free to stop by and gloat at any time. Good day.
Okay.
Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll follow.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Let's get this crate into space.
I'm dropping frames. I'm not sure what's going on here.
How you doing, Sweet Pea?
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better if...
I had this weird issue before when I was just recording.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say?
Separation complete.
Hold on. No filters. This one. Let's remove this. I don't know what it is. But other scenes having the screen record is lacking OBS. I'm confused by it. Well, that's even a thing. We need to figure out a better way to do this so we're not destroyed. Okay, so neon's the next thing we have to do. Let's land on the planet. I forgot a couple things.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't know. Makes no sense. Probably closer. The helium is back that way. So we know this is one here. Oops. So I think tomorrow we're gonna finally start our Madden franchise. I want to be a little bit more consistent with streaming, but I'm not always the best with that. The whole being consistent on things. All right, let's go to the natural one. There's some helium-3 while we're at it. That was weird. That's one we're gonna have to go to. That is one there. I do have to get some more F1 cut. There's a bit of a lag there, game. I had a couple more races, so there's that. Today's stuff on YouTube will be out after the stream, so that's one thing that'll be out. All right, let's see if we can get good stuff here. Clear this out. That one's likely one. Can't be the other one, right? There used to be a sea here. Oh, we can't go through rocks and stuff. That's so cool. Okay, that one's 700 away is likely... It's a crystalline formation. So I'm not sure if it will be the last one or not. I'm not sure how much I have of it, so I'm gonna get some. We'll see. Definitely just crystalline. It is. Let's actually find it on the... There we go. Big jerk. Not seeing a thing. Okay. Do you have a skill point? Special projects. Okay, let's see if we can get the special projects portion. Okay. Halcyon's done. Do I have a main mission to go to? Okay, we don't have one at Neon. Okay, we can freely travel to Neon then. This. The structure here?
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Hail acknowledged. Starstation operating under automated control. No further response possible.
Automated Starstation?
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Captain,
Hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Oh, this is a mission space.
You tapped into the universe itself. I'm going to
Okay, looks like we're clearing this.
Captain, it is.
If there are any robots ahead, I hope they're equipped with passive programming.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But I like your enthusiasm for passive robots. We should back out. Do that.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
I mean, if you want to come along. That jerk shot me. Okay. Choose laser. Not seeing anything down there. Oh, that's her laser. I don't know what we're making here. What are we making?
We should find out what's being manufactured at this facility.
Hold on, let me get a weapon that has some damage to robots. Robots. I don't have one that's against robots. This will work. I don't like this one. Is there a better one? What's better? Should have outfitted this. Technically, this one's better right now. Let's upgrade.
Catastrophic damage.
Jeez. Can't really see this. Oh, let me guess. This is to turn off all the robots. Big jerk. Hold on. I did that backwards. I think I did this one backwards before. Of course. Oh, I could just activate these units. Mistakes were made. Okay, I take that back. Some mistakes were made. Other mistakes were not made.
I wonder if Vasco was assembled in a place like this.
Possibly. Okay, we got that. Okay, that's where we have to go.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Are they making mechs? Is that what we're doing down here? Take a seat, son.
Repair not possible. I am engaging the enemy.
Gonna bury you.
Get him, you robot. I thought I got rid of that. Oh, because I got hit with another toxic thing. That's why. Where does this go? Not gonna help me.
See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
That one they didn't register in my head. Seems to me like it's a secure facility of some kind.
Not gonna last much longer.
Is that the circle? There's typically a bigger chest than this. Typically there's like one that looks like an egg.
See what kind of information you can get off of there.
Some kind of weapons testing.
Oh, please tell me this place isn't producing anything meant for human consumption.
Captain, greetings.
Can I drop this off? I don't know the point in that. Alright, man. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know what the point of this station was. Not seeing anything. That might be something I need. I think what I mostly need is probably organics at this point.
Robots have come a long way since Devol pioneered the technology. It's exciting to think how they'll evolve in the future.
I have something for you when you have a moment. We're free.
Let's land down here, and so then we can take a look at what we need to upgrade. I'd probably love to upgrade. I don't know. Probably the rare industrials.
Corco, that room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't like getting around to intone. You understand?
Fine, okay. I'm going.
I need this.
Nice handiwork. I like your style.
Oh, titanium. Oh, if you do that, it takes off its... Oh. Okay. That's interesting.
How did you learn to make that?
I'll have the Aurora or the Whiteout. And the immunostimulant we can't make. Here I need high tensiles. But I think eventually we'll get into that. In this I need eggs and more stuff. I need to go down. I need to go down one, right? Over here. That's captain's quarters. Oh, it is down here. I need to go down here. We parked the ship on a toxic vent. Why would you do that? How? Here. I need squall. Stimulant. Can I make a squall? No. So we need to keep a lookout for a squall. Okay.
Suit pressure normal, everything in the green. Let's see what's out here.
Well, hello, sunshine. Oh, I love our little chats.
Looks more like a mining. Trying to think where I could get this. Not seeing anything over there. If I had to guess, here. There's probably life on this planet.
I have things for you.
I was a rover and a rambler. I lived my life in sin. There was no number high enough to count the troubles I was in. I filled neon nights with women. By day I risked my skin. There was no gamble bad enough to think I would never win. But I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. And go back home again. Always happy to meet a stranger. Hope my singing was to your liking. That's the way of it, isn't it? Space travel for Mary is a solitary and, frankly, boring pursuit. Sprinkled with a dollop of oh shit moments. Afraid my ship's got the next jump plotted in, so I'm away. Fair travels.
And there he goes.
Good to go for landing.
I'll keep an eye out for hostile life forms.